Good morning, Western Washington, and happy Friday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and today we're going to take a look at the forecast for the next few days and what we can expect as some ridging builds across the area. So taking a look here, this is the radar loop over the past about 12 hours or so, and you can see that cold front and weak system kind of that moved through the area overnight, bringing some areas of rain. This was all related to a much stronger storm that moved into central British Columbia, so we were just getting some little remnants of it, and as you can see, we go into this morning and showers have basically diminished across the area, except for a little area of convergence zone activity around Everett. So now let's take a look at this. I don't know if you saw these clouds yesterday evening, but these are asperatus undulatus clouds, and these are some photos I got in Federal Way yesterday evening. So this was about 6 to 7 p.m. Last night, and as you can see, there are these wave-like clouds that just look very cool, and this was a very long-lasting display of these clouds, so it was quite interesting to see. So head over to my Twitter page or the Facebook group to see some more photos of those. And now let's take a look at our overall pattern here. As you can see today, we have the remnants of this storm to the north, but we are starting to dry out as that ridge pushes north and builds in a little bit. However, we will have a weak system move by on Sunday that could bring some areas of brief drizzle, but nothing more than that. And then as we go into next week, to start October, we could be on the sunnier and warmer side as a ridge builds into our south there over parts of Oregon, and that will flatten out there by the time we get to Wednesday or so, but it does look to be mostly dry into the first couple days of October. So let's take a look at that precipitation forecast there. You can see that we do have some areas of rain across the area this morning, that convergence zone signature showing up there about midday, and then by the time we get to the evening, it is dry across the area. And you can see mostly dry on Saturday, and then that weak system moves by on Sunday and brings some areas of isolated drizzle, but that's about it. And then as we go through Monday, you can see it's mostly dry. We could get clipped by some of this rain activity there over British Columbia at times on Tuesday, but again, that would just be brief light rain. And then as we go into Wednesday, we look to remain mostly dry. It gets, as you can see, there's some ridging here, so that keeps this entirety of the west coast there mostly dry on Wednesday. So stay tuned for more on that and that forecast going into October over the next few days. So taking a look at the rain totals through this weekend, you can see just light rain across the area here, maybe only a couple hundredths of an inch for the metro area. It could be about 2/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch for parts of the Cascades, though. So all in all, not very much going on this weekend weather-wise. Let's take a look at temperatures here. You can see today highs will reach the low to mid 60s from Seattle north and the mid to upper 60s from Seattle south, maybe some low 70s from Olympia southward as well, and highs in the mid 60s around the coast. Saturday we do cool down a little bit, highs in the low to mid 60s, just the low 60s, there from Seattle northward, and mid 60s from Seattle south, and then low 60s on the coast. Sunday, a similarly cool day across the area, upper 50s to low 60s from Seattle northward, and low 60s to mid 60s from Seattle south, and then upper 50s to low 60s on the coast. And take a look in the mountains on Sunday there, highs only getting to the upper 40s at places like Snoqualmie and Stevens Passes there. And then on Monday, you can see we warm up a little bit with highs in the low to mid 60s Seattle north and mid 60s to upper 60s from Seattle southward, and then back to the mid 60s on the coast. And then as that ridge builds some there on Tuesday, you can see that'll likely be our warmest day. Mid 60s from Seattle north and upper 60s to low 70s from Seattle south, and then mid 60s on the coast there on Tuesday, the 1st of October there. And now let's take a look at low temperatures. We'll notice a decrease in our low temperatures. So this is Saturday morning. You can see mid 40s for outlying areas, upper 40s to low 50s for the metro. And then take a look at Sunday morning. We cool down some more, lows in the upper 40s for the metro area and low to mid 40s outside of the metro. And then by Monday morning, it will be our chilliest morning yet, with lows in the low to mid 40s for the metro area. And then outside of the metro area, including some of the Cascade foothills, we could even get into the upper 30s. So that will be interesting. Maybe some upper 30s there around Chehalis as well. So yeah, Monday morning looks to be on the chillier side. And taking a look at our trend for the next few days, this is at SeaTac Airport, so this is kind of just a general trend for the entire area. And you can see temperatures cool down a little bit this weekend with that trough moving by, and then warm up a little bit more into the first half of next week with that ridge. But overall remain quite steady there in the mid to upper 60s. This would be mid 60s for Seattle, upper 60s probably for Olympia, and lower 60s up in Bellingham. So that's kind of our general trend, and you can see how those low temperatures decrease a little bit, but remain in the upper 40s to low 50s. Take a few degrees off of this if you are outside of the metro area, though. So now taking a look at the pattern going into the first week of October there, you can see near normal temperatures are expected for the Pacific Northwest, and that kind of fits with what we just looked at there on the National Blend of Models, with just steady temperatures in the mid-60s for the area. And then taking a look at precipitation, you can see average precipitation, nothing extraordinary going on in either below average or above average precipitation. So a pretty calm few days looks to be ahead for the area before our eventual storm season gets going at some point. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share these videos. It's the best way to help Western Washington weather grow. Stay tuned, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.